Hello mga palangga! Welcome back to my channel, aki.sabolbora, and for today's video, I will be answering your questions on Facebook. And first of all, I want to thank everyone who asked questions on my post, and I apologize if I haven't posted in a while here on my YouTube channel. Kinakabahan ka. Okay, so been busy with work lately, and that's why I haven't posted a lot on my channel. But here I go, it's a comeback, yes. And there's a few questions that I had here, and I will be answering all of them, so stay tuned. Alright, so let's go with the first question. Okay, so this is actually a cool one. So the question is there any chance that you will live there permanently and live your life here in the Philippines? Kagano ang big difference ng living there compared here? Okay, this is from Bermenton Amangka. Hello, thank you so much for this question. Miss Universe, this is very nostalgic. Okay, so honestly, yes, there is a chance that I will permanently live here because Japan is an amazing country, and I think everyone who goes here to work will definitely think about living here because it's very convenient. And for me, the biggest difference is that Japan is a very convenient and comfortable country. Everything is convenient, from the toilet, from the food, and anywhere you go. I think Japan really makes your life easier. Maybe that's because most of the people here are elderlies, so that's why their government or the country really thinks about the things that they can do that will not make those elderly lives complicated. And that's what really is the big difference here. Okay, did I answer your question? So yeah, if you will happen to visit Japan, I think you will really like it, just how much I like living here right now. And but of course there will always be a downside to everything, so it's not always the pros and advantages. There are also disadvantages in living here. For example, the tax here is very high, and the cost of living is very high. Every time you do grocery shopping, there's always a 10% tax. But again, it's totally worth it if you if you receive a good service from the government. So yeah, so let's proceed to the next question. Okay, so next question is, do you consider your job satisfying? So this is from Kirscha Joy Lumoxo, and guys, she also have a YouTube channel. It's Extra Jump. Please check her out. I'll just show it here. So hi Kirscha, thank you for the question. Yes, it's really satisfying. And so I'm basically working in a hospital for elderlies, and yes, for a very long time I really wanted to work with the elderlies because I just love old people, elderlies. I love taking care of them. So when I worked in a hospital in the Philippines, for me, there's still something missing. Okay, so I've been working in the call center industry for 5 years, and I've been very thankful to meet a lot of people, a lot of friends. But again, you always go back to your profession as a nurse. And after 5 years, I decided to stop and work in a hospital. And yeah, it's very challenging for me to work again in a hospital at that time because 5 years. And all of the things that I studied during college went out. Nothing. But for those few days that I work in the hospital, for me there's still something missing. There's really something that I wanted to work for, or there's something really that I wanted to do, and that's why I decided to work in Japan. And right now, every day I'm looking forward to go to work, to meet my patients, and the elderlies here are very cute. So the age here of the elderlies that I work is around 70 to 100. And yeah, it's very nice to talk to them, to learn from them. Yeah, there's a language barrier, but for me, every day is a happy day when I'm with them. And yeah, that is for me. I'm very satisfied with my work right now. Yeah. Okay. Question number 3. Mga saan ogid ang baby? From Mary Klein Deximo Mirasol. Okay. And she said, we're not getting younger. Yes, correct, girl. We are not getting any younger. But honestly speaking, having a baby is really not in my mind right now, because I still have goals. I still wanted to build a home for my parents, and after that, maybe after 3 years or my last year in Japan, and I can decide on that. And yes, guys, I'll be turning 30 next year, and wala pa ako sa kalendaryo, guys. For me, if God will give you a baby, then yes, I can definitely accept it. It's a blessing after all. But again, I still have goals. Maybe if I know that I am stable enough to support my baby, then I can go ahead and have one. That's it. Okay, so next. So from Francis Jake Amodia, so he actually have 3 questions, so I don't know where to answer, but I'll go with the first one. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? 10 years from now, I'm already a doctor. Aww. Diba? Libre lang naman mag-ambisyon. So, yeah, definitely 10 years from now, I'm really hoping and praying that for me, kasi it's where I'm meant to be. For me, yeah. So, but whatever God has plans for me, so then I'll go with it. Yeah. Well, let's hope for the best. Okay, next question from Gailey. Hi, Gail. So, the question is Japan or Philippines? No doubt, definitely Philippines. I love Philippines. I have a Filipino heart, and I will always choose Philippines no matter what. So, next question from Emilu Lascona. Emilu Lasconia. Hi, Ems. Thank you for this question. So, is it ideal to live in Japan? Definitely. Yes, it is ideal to live in Japan, but, a big but, it's not for the faint heart. Living in Japan, especially if you're alone, it is not easy. You'll definitely miss your family every day. Every day in Japan is a hustle. So, you wake up early in the morning, you go to work, go home, sleep, eat, then wake up the next day, work again. But the benefits that you will get and the salary is enough. If you want a peaceful, convenient, comfortable country to live in, safe place to live in, then Japan is definitely the place that you want it to be. She also have another question. Can you tell us some truth about LDR based on your experience, and what advice can you give to those partners na my future plans to go abroad. Well, so this is my first time getting into an LDR relationship, and for me, the very important thing that you need to have is a very good foundation of trust, because trust is very important, especially if it's long distance. And the advice that I can give to those partners who are planning to go abroad is that just make sure that you are committed to do this, because LDR relationship is not that easy. You will miss your partner every day. You really wanted to do everything to meet them again, but of course, if you have goals in life, you really have to decide on something. But yeah, just trust your partner and don't forget to give time. No matter how busy you are, no matter how hectic your schedule is for that day, always remember to message just one text, or just be honest with your partner in whatever you do, and I think LDR relationship will work. Okay? Alright, so next one. Okay, do you have plans na mega magpakasal matapos imo contract after 3 years, or i-pursue mo anay mag-proceed medicine, or both? So I'll translate it in English for my Tagalog viewers. So do you have plans to get married after your contract after 3 years, or you'll proceed in pursuing medicine, or both? Hi, this is from Carmi Valiao de Samparado Quezon. Hi, Carms, I miss you. And well, actually, getting married, that depends if my boyfriend will propose. Okay, no pressure. I'm getting these questions a lot lately, especially from my patients in the hospital, my elderly patients, and my colleagues in the hospital. And they keep on asking me why I'm still not married at this age. Well, if I am settled enough and if I have the money, maybe I can get married when I go home to the Philippines. But again, that depends. Maybe I can decide on that on my last year here in Japan. Maybe if my savings are enough. And yeah. So next question. So I'm enjoying this, guys. So next question is from Jamsi Morphil. Hi, Beb. Impressure mo ko. So the question goes this way. So sa imo, san o ay hama propose Hilyar, Beb? So I'll translate it in English. So for me, when do you think will Hilyar propose? So Hilyar is my boyfriend, by the way, guys. So honestly, guys, so I don't want to pressure him, because of course he also have plans of his own. I have plans of my own, but I really don't know, and I really don't have any idea on that. Maybe let's ask him instead. Liar, san ako no ay? Okay, so just wait and see. Of course, you will know if ever he did. I'll just post it. Okay, next question. I mean, this is the last question, okay? Okay, guys, so this is the last question. And this is actually from my workmate here in Japan. So it's from Paula Jo Balonzo. Hi, Pao. So the question is, so far, what's the most unusual thing you've seen or experienced here in Japan? And I think she can also attest to that. We experienced it together. Now we are here in Chiba, but Last January, the first time that we arrived here in Japan, we arrived in Osaka. And we had a training there for 2 months. And Osaka training center is one of the oldest training center here in Japan for Pinoys, and it's really an old type building. It's actually a school before, and it was made as a training center, and the facilities there is really really old. And we were really surprised when we arrived there. And the most unusual thing that we experience is that the toilet, and I'll show you a picture of their toilet. Yeah, it's a traditional old Japanese style toilet wherein you will what do you call that, Indian seat katen kung sa Ilonggo. And what's amazing there is that I really apologize. I forgot to show you or tour you around there during our stay, but you have to do Indian sit whenever you do, when you want to pee or you want to poop. And before you do that, you have to turn on. It's like a faucet. You have to turn on the water so that it will provide you a water to flush after you do your thing. And flushing the toilet is like turning off or turning on a lampshade like that. So there's a long string. There's a long string beside you, and when you're done with your thing, you have to pull the string and the flush. You know, it will flush. And yeah. Okay, so imagine we have to deal or we have to use the toilet for the whole 2 months. And it's very hard because you have to do that engine seat, especially if you're constipated. Oh my god. You have to do that for around how many minutes? And after you do your thing, you can't even stand because you're all numb. Gabi dyan. Kapoy bala dyan katen. Dahil kung pila ka na kaminuto sa banyo ya. Sakit-sakit sa tiil. But we get used to it after a few weeks. After it's an experience we can never forget. And yeah, really, I'm still discovering a lot in Japan, and I'm really enjoying my stay here so far. And that's it for all the questions for today. Thank you so much for everyone who posted their questions. And by the way, guys, if you have questions about how to work here in Japan, or what to do if you're planning to stay here in Japan, or if you're planning to visit, please comment down below, and I'll do it on my next vlog. And thank you so much for watching up until the end, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more updates. See you next time, mga palangga. Bye bye.